Good morning. We begin today with developments surrounding United States President Donald Trump, who is proceeding with a fundraising event for his Republican Party despite ongoing attacks in Iran. His spokesperson, Caroline Leavitt, stated that this event is more important than ever. The gathering is taking place at President Trump's Mar-a-Lago club in the state of Florida. The White House had previously indicated that no further public appearances by the president were expected on Saturday local time. Since the beginning of the joint Israeli-American attacks, President Trump has communicated with the public primarily through a video message and social media platforms, avoiding direct questions from journalists. Adding to the fluid situation, United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio has postponed his planned trip to Israel. A representative from the Department of State announced on the platform X that Secretary Rubio would not travel to Israel on Monday as scheduled, citing current circumstances. No details were provided regarding a potential rescheduling of the trip. Meanwhile, the United States military actions against Iran have drawn criticism from within the Republican Party. Thomas Massie, a Republican member of the United States House of Representatives, publicly denounced the strike, calling it acts of war that were not authorized by Congress. His comments highlight a growing debate over the executive branch's authority in military engagements. Moving to a separate but equally charged political development, Republicans are now exploring possible perjury charges against former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. This comes after her testimony alongside former President Bill Clinton in connection with the convicted sexual offender Jeffrey Epstein. James Comer, the committee chairman, stated on Friday, local time, that some of her responses were contradictory. Former United States President Bill Clinton had appeared before Congress earlier under compulsion, becoming the first former president in United States history to do so. He reiterated his denial of any knowledge of Epstein's crimes. In a statement released on social media, former President Clinton asserted that he saw nothing and did nothing wrong. He clarified that his acquaintance with Epstein, who died in 2019, was brief and ended years before Epstein's crimes came to light. Former President Clinton emphasized that during his limited contacts, he perceived no signs whatsoever of the actual events, adding that he would frequently state, "I do not recall," if he was not certain about a detail 24 years later. President Donald Trump expressed sympathy for former President Clinton, while Chairman Comer rejected a subpoena for President Trump, which had been requested by Democrats. Democrats are, in turn, criticizing the ongoing probe into the Clintons as a politically motivated maneuver. Congressman James Walkinshaw described the focus on former President Clinton as highlighting a Donald Trump-sized hole in Chairman Comer's investigation. They also accused the Justice Department, led by the Trump administration, of withholding documents related to a woman who has accused President Trump of sexual abuse. In international news, President Donald Trump recently floated the idea of a friendly takeover of communist-ruled Cuba. Speaking to reporters at the White House on Friday, President Trump said, "They have no money, they have nothing right now, but they're talking to us, and maybe we'll do a friendly takeover of Cuba." He did not elaborate on what exactly he meant by the statement. The United States has long imposed sanctions on the communist island nation, which is located just 150 kilometers off the coast of the United States state of Florida. Following the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro in early January during a United States military operation, President Trump had previously blocked Venezuela's oil deliveries to Cuba. He also threatened additional United States tariffs on any nation supplying crude oil to the Caribbean state. What's your take on Trump fundraises amidst Iran attacks, Clinton perjury probe, share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.